Good morning, everyone. It is the next day. We are on day 2 of rain and it's very windy and very cold outside, so I again am stuck inside. Yesterday I actually dehydrated some lemons. They're not like fully dry, but this is what they look like. They turned out pretty good, and if you add them to water they still come out lemony, so I think it worked. I also stirred in the sourdough, so now I have to form it and bake it. I do also want to quickly mention this recipe actually has 2 different ways to cook it. You could do in an oven with some ice water to create steam, or you can do it in a Banneton basket in a Dutch oven. However, I do not have a Dutch oven, so I'm actually going to do it the steaming way. 425 step. Move the dough to a piece of parchment paper and cover it lightly with a clean cloth. Here is parchment paper. And I guess we pull the dough out. Cover it lightly with a towel. So I'm actually going to see if I can, you know, it'll be fine. It'll be fine. So I have here a piece of cheesecloth. I'm actually going to use this because I just think it'll be better. I think I'm going to actually put this in here. That's where this comes in. And now we're supposed to let this sit for about 45 minutes. So I have my loaf here. I just put it in here. Looks kind of funny. I think I'm gonna take it out and turn it over. Hopefully this shapes it enough. Okay, so I just got my pan. This is the only pan that I have, so this is the one that I'm gonna use. So I just flipped the pan into this one. I'm going to score the top of it, and then I have to do one more step before I can put this in. What's gonna happen is that's actually going to create some steam, and once that does, then you put the bread in. So I'm just gonna make a little score. Well, we'll see how that goes. Now we set the timer for about 20 minutes. So this is what it looks like. So apparently if you tap on the bottom of it and it sounds hollow, that means it's done. Good morning, everyone. It's a bit cloudy and overcast this morning. We had a bit of a rainstorm last night, so everything is kind of wet and it's gloomy outside. So I'm actually going to be making some brownies today. I recently came across some duck eggs, and I've been told that they are actually really good for baking. I've been eating them just how I normally eat chicken eggs, and honestly I don't taste that much of a difference. But supposedly they're actually really good for baking, so I'm actually going to do that. Okay, so these are all the ingredients. Brown sugar, flour, chocolate chips, some powdered sugar, salt, eggs. I have, these are duck eggs. I'm actually going to be using 1 chicken egg, and that's this one. And then it's also vanilla, and calls for vegetable oil. I'm using avocado. I have a stand mixer now. It was my birthday recently, and my family came together and bought me a stand mixer. So I have this for sourdough, but also for baking. So I'm gonna try it today, see how it goes. Okay, so the first thing it's supposed to do is to mix the first 6 ingredients together. Brown sugar, 2 cups. Flour. Okay. 1 1.5. And third is a 1/2 teaspoon of salt. The eggs. This is the chicken egg. And then 1 teaspoon of vanilla. Okay, so I've got that going a little longer. I actually just preheated my oven to 350. It's supposed to bake for 30 minutes. Once this is done, I'm gonna pour it into a pan, and then I'm going to sprinkle it with some chocolate chips and the powdered sugar. Okay, so that's the batter. Now I just have to sprinkle in the chips and the powdered sugar. So that's what it looks like. It's gonna go in the oven for 30 minutes. This is what it looks like. It's all done. It cooked for a total of like 32 minutes. But yeah, so hopefully it tastes good.